Okay, we're going to go back to Lundin Gold, which reported a significant fourth quarter profit increase despite lower production volumes. The stock trading lower today, though, so we're going to welcome Jamie Beck back to our show, President and Chief Executive Officer of Lundin Gold. Good to have you again, sir. Sorry about that little blip before.
No problem.
So, okay, we'll start again. You reported a record increase in profit, but what led to the decline in ounces produced for your company in the last quarter?
Yeah, we sort of revised our guidance mid-year last year, somewhere between 490,000 to 525,000 ounces. We ultimately ended up coming right in line with guidance at 498,000 ounces produced during the year, and slightly down from, I guess, fiscal year 2020, 2024. We had a bit of a gearbox failure right around the Christmas holidays. It shut us down for 3 or 4 days, and that impacted sort of our final numbers, but really happy with where we ended up with the year.
We've also obviously been seeing a substantial rise in gold prices overall. That's benefited your sector, benefited a lot of companies in the sector. How are you preparing to respond if we see gold prices flip and go the opposite direction?
I think one of the amazing things about our asset, Fruta del Norte, is its cost profile. This is an asset that produces at just over $1,000 an ounce, and so I think even in low gold prices, we tend to maintain margins and still have significant performance.
Yeah, let's talk about Fruta del Norte as well, because correct me if I'm wrong. So FDNS has a mineral reserve. FDN East has an inferred resource. How long will it take and how much money will it require to actually turn those deposits into actual producing ounces?
So FDN South was, we announced our sort of inaugural mineral reserve this year. That means we're bringing into the mine plan and we're starting some development. We've announced the start of that underground development towards the south. And that's going to take sort of 2 or 3 years of development work and some study work, and then we hope to be able to bring those resources into the mine plan. FDN East is a little bit earlier. It was our inaugural inferred resource, so this year we'll do additional drilling to try and further define those resources and upgrade the confidence, and hopefully bringing them into our long-term mine plan as well.
But now you have different types of deposits, right? So like, how do you decide which one to develop first, which one takes priority?
No, I think, in many respects, they're very similar deposits. These are epithermal gold vein systems. Where they differ maybe a little bit in terms of the width or thicknesses of the veins, but we're seeing some incredibly high grades coming out of FDN South. And in fact, we recorded a 20-meter intersection of about 90 grams per ton recently. So it really is just going to be about finding that optimum underground mining sequence where we'll be able to sort of continue to mine at Fruta del Norte and then supplement that through additional mineralization at FDN South and FDN East when the time is right.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to the earnings themselves, because record free cash flow, no debt for your company. How is Lundin Gold balancing like future dividend potential as well as investing in growth and more exploration?
Yeah, there's about 630 million on the balance sheet in terms of cash right now, and that's a level that the company feels really comfortable with. So as a result, almost 100% of free cash flow over the past 2 quarters has been paid back to shareholders via dividends. And I think that's going to be our strategy moving forward. In the gold space, Lundin Gold remains one of the highest dividend paying gold names out there. We paid about just over 660 million in dividends through 2025, and as we see gold prices continue to stay strong, assuming that we're still able to maintain our sort of growth requirements, sustaining and non-sustaining capital to try and advance some of these satellite deposits near FDN, we'll continue to return that cash to shareholders.
What about exploration? What milestones should investors maybe watch out for 2026?
It's a huge exploration program in 2026 planned, our largest ever. We've got 133,000 meters planned. It's really split between 3 areas. resource conversion drilling, so that's maintaining Fruta del Norte and expanding the reserve base there to keep us mining for longer. There's near mine exploration, where we've been incredibly successful, both in terms of finding gold, but also a new and emerging copper gold porphyry district. 5 different individual porphyry centers have now been found with strong copper gold mineralization right from surface, and that is growing in size. It's got a strike now of about 10 kilometers and very, very near the existing Fruta del Norte operations. So that's really exciting. And then on top of that, we've got a huge regional land package that's seen very, very little exploration over the years, just surface soil sampling, that kind of thing. We'll be starting our first ever drill program on some of those bigger regional targets this season as well. So really exciting from an exploration front.
Yeah, lots to watch for. Okay, Jamie Beck, President and Chief Executive Officer of Lundin Gold. Appreciate you joining us today. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.